What's up, my friends? Back again for some more Mustang and just general car content. I decided to do a little bit, kind of what we did last video. We're going to do an informative, you're going to learn about some cool stuff. So, let's go outside so I can play with my car. Okay, first got to grab these bad boys. Oh, that's a great tip, by the way, if you have a metal door. Don't look at my grocery list. Aw. Ain't she pretty? Oh, wait, hold on. Forgot something. Alrighty. Somebody close the hood. Hold on. Hit. Look at that. I'm basically a magician. So, anyway, let's get down and into the details about some cool car stuff today. Alright, so let's get some background on this. So I was kind of thinking, what would I like to tell you guys about? Today we're going to learn more about the SN-95 and New Edge Mustangs. I don't like making these videos super long. Nobody likes super long videos. Unless it's a movie. Well, never mind on that. So we're going to go through pretty much everything that I know. My sources for this, so I don't get copyright claimed, because some of my videos get copyright claimed, and I'm like, can you guys not be mean? Anyway. So, so my sources is my brain, probably Wikipedia, probably Donut Media, maybe Weston Champlin. No, I'm just kidding. I just like saying his name. Dude's great. So, let's get into it. So, first off, let's start off with a little bit of history. Mustang, first Mustang was 1964.5. Okay, made by Ford. All that good jazz. Let's fast forward a bit. So Fox body ran for like 20 years. I can't remember when it came out first, but we're not talking about Fox bodies. We're talking about New Edge, which is one of those bad boys right there. So I lost my train of thought. Oh, I found it. There it is. It's over there. I'm just kidding. Focus. So the SN-95 platform first came out in 1994. SN-95 does not stand for 1995. It stands for something that I don't remember, and that I'm too lazy to look up. So, SN-95, the first half of SN-95 was a more round version. It was, the Fox body was almost a European-styled Mustang. You can fight me in the comments, but I'm right. Ford was looking for a little something different, so they made a softer body, a little softer, match the 90s style. And that's where the first New Edge came, or the first SN-95 came. Came with, the first year of it came with the 5.0 that came from the Fox body. And it was just, the 5.0 wasn't really cutting it. So Ford was like, let's put out a 4.6 liter 2-valve in that bad mamma jamma. And that's what they did. There's some cool special editions. Like I said, this is kind of just an overview of everything. I'm not strapped for time. I just, I don't want to make these videos real long. There was a Cobra. Actually, I'm working on one for my shop project. We're working on a 97 Cobra. It's pretty cool. Engine's complete rebuild, but that's a story for another day. There's a Cobra R. I believe that was the first time in a long time that the Cobra name had been used. There was a Cobra R for the Fox body, I do believe, but, it was wildly popular, made a lot of power. And then in 99, Ford was like, what we should do? We should get rid of these bar of soap looking cars, and let's make them really, really sharp looking, really streamlined, really aggressive. Here's a fun fact that I bet you didn't know. New Edge was not restrained only to Ford, or only to the Mustang. I did a little research last night. So basically, New Edge itself was a overreaching design term that Ford came up with, that they redesigned several of their cars, not just in America, in Australia and England, but we're focusing on this one. But that's a little bit of fun trivia. New Edge is not just Mustangs. So, getting back into it. The 3.8 liter V6 was used pretty much the whole time. Did have some head gasket issues late 90s, early 2000s. Those were remedied. Mine doesn't have that, especially because it's 3.9. If you, from my last video, you'd know that. Moving on. A little bit more info for you. I lost my train of thought again. Where'd it go? There it is. Hi, train. Man, this video is gonna suck. I better cut that later. Moving on. Some notable variants and special editions. In 01, there was the Bullet. It was green. It had slightly modified engine, making a little bit more horsepower than the regular. I think it was 260 horsepower from the regular GT. Maybe a little bit more than that. Had no rear spoiler. Had special wheels. It was just a pretty cool special edition. I almost bought one, but I didn't. So there was also the 0304 Mach 1. Especially notable for the chin spoiler. Here, I have an example of that right in front of me. So whenever I got the car, I put on that little black chin spoiler. I also put on the grill delete right there. So those were from the 0304 Focus. The 0304 Mach 1. I decided to get them because I think they look really nice. So anyway, those are really the telltale. And another thing is, right there on top of the engine, they had a shaker scoop. So if you see one with the shaker scoop, probably gonna be an 0304 Mach 1, or maybe it's just a cool car that somebody modded. Anyway, look at this. Cops just drove by. I didn't even get it on camera. I thought I was rolling, but I wasn't. So, you guys are lucky you didn't get to hear it. And then my personal favorite, the car that I want to get so badly as a second project car, is the 0304 Cobra Terminator. Now the Terminators came with the same displacement, the same 4.6 liter, except for the entire internals were reworked. They had H-beam connecting rods, cast iron block. I mean, it was all just completely redone. So even if you took off the supercharger, it would still be more powerful. It'd still be better. It'd still be more capable of holding boost and even NOS. I mean, nitrous, whatever. So Ford completely reworked the 4.6, which I think is pretty dang cool. I also need comments on this video to know if you guys are really bored by me just sitting in the chair and talking. I'm not good with editing software. I don't know how to edit very well, so I can't do like sound effects or anything like my buddies. I don't want to say buddies. Like I don't want to say idols either. Like the people who inspire me, like Donut Media. Shoot, they're awesome. Wish I could get a job there. Anyway, moving on. Where was I at? Oh, 0304 Cobras. They also were the first Mustangs to come stock with independent rear suspension. A little late, Ford. A little late, but you know, it's fine. They had a duckbill spoiler instead of a raised spoiler. And they had a supercharger. First Mustang to come with a supercharger from the factory as well. Notice there's a lot of first ever, the 0304 Cobras were just dynamite. They were the first of their kind, and they were the Hellcats of their day, so I truly believe that. I mean, really, they were just amazing. And they came with the Mr. Chrome paint, which was incredibly expensive. Hold on, I gotta go check my facts on something real quick. All right, I'm back. So, I did a little bit more research. I'd give the credit to the person who I read it off of, but I don't remember 5 seconds ago. So, the supercharger was a 1.9 liter Garrett supercharger. And here's a fun fact. So everybody's nowadays always like, oh, boost, boost, boost. Cranking out 30 pounds of boost, whatever. The supercharger only made 8 pounds, 8 PSI of boost. Now, if you remember, I said that the stock GT motor, the 4.6 liter, made 260 horsepower. The 4.6 Cobra engine, same displacement, made 390 horsepower. That is monumental. That is what, 220 more horsepower. 8 pounds of boost usually won't net you that. So where did the difference come? The extra valves. I believe they were, oh crap, I'm not gonna remember. They 3 valves or 4 valves? Be right back. Shoot. Did not mean to turn the camera this way, but we're gonna keep talking like this because I'm sure you're tired of seeing my face. So the 4.6 was indeed a 4 valve, which is much better than the 2 valve, because what it means is instead of having 1 valve for exhaust and 1 valve for intake, there's 2 for each. It means you can get more air in and more air out. Bada bing, bada boom, more power. I was gonna say, yeah, I was gonna do the donut catchphrase, but I don't want to get sued. So, moving on. You're back to looking at my face. So, moving on from that. That's a lot of horsepower, and I know I'm like going on and on about this, but I love that supercharged variant. I also realized that it wasn't. Yeah, never mind. Not even gonna get into that. But I've blabbed on enough about the Cobra. There's also a Celine variant. I don't know much about that. I should have done more research. I should have done more research, but I didn't. Get mad at me in the comments, go ahead. I deserve it. I was just really excited to make more content for you guys. I really do love making content for my 3 subscribers. So let's just gloss past how boring this video is. Shoot, I lost my train of thought again. It's like a 3rd time. Anyway, so we're gonna wrap this up on a nice pretty bow. The SN-95 ran from 94 to 2004. The last models came out in May of 2004. Mine is possibly one of the last ones that came out there since it had 3.9 liter. Let's just real quick run back over the engines. So there's a 3.8 liter V6 that ran for all of them up until 2004, end of 2004, where they stroked it out to a 3.9, made no extra horsepower. They used the 5.0 in 1994, and then they switched over to the 4.6 Two-Valve. It remained in the Mustangs up until the 2004 variant, up until 2004. After that, they switched to a 4.6 3-valve. Special editions, there were multiple Cobras. There was Celine variants, Mach 1s, just a lot of good stuff. And the last really important thing about the Cobra is that they came with the paint known as Mistachrome, which is like incredibly expensive and is the coolest color changing paint you can ever find. So that's my final rant on the Cobra. That's kind of just my overall knowledge of those. If you guys think I missed anything important, or if you want to learn more, let me know in the comments. Make sure to like, subscribe, and stay safe. I'll see you guys next time.